Okay, hello guys. Well, I did some work on the engine today. I'm going to show you. I'll have the video at the end of after this, but I wanted to preface this thing with what I have to do. I spent the whole day, most of the day, working on it. I got the lifters in, the push rods, and the rocker arms, and but when I was putting in the lifters, I noticed they were kind of tight to fit in there. So what I did was, I got them in, but then I did a search online and I found out that they can't be tight. They have to be at least turn in the bores, and they don't turn in the bores. So I'm gonna have to pull them all back out and probably hone the bores, and that really bums me out. They said the reason why I may have to do that is because because the block was they had blasted it before they cleaned it, and they said that that's possible that the bottom ends of the lifter bores might have got peened over a little bit. But anyway, they were tight getting in, so I may have to hone them out. But that means I got to take everything apart that I did today, so that was kind of a bum deal. The thing I'm worried about now is how am I going to get those lifters out? Can I get them out without too much damage? Whatever. Anyhow, so you can go ahead and watch the video. I'm going to go ahead and let it run. I did use two cameras. I'm only going to let one camera. I'll only load one camera view of it, so you'll see me working the other camera, but it's not going to be on this video. Alright, so anyway, there it is. Enjoy it. I'm pretty bummed I have to take that thing all apart, but anyway, that's what I'll do tomorrow. And I'm really worried about honing that out, because where's the material going to go from honing? So they say to use WD-40 and a brake hone, which no problem doing that, but there's going to be little pieces of metal and those are going to fall down on the cam, so that kind of worries me. And I don't want to have to tear the whole front end of that thing off again so that I pull the cam out. So anyhow, that's where I'm at, and I'm pretty bummed. All right, so enjoy the video. at least have some fun watching it. Okay. All right. Thanks. Kind of weird. I don't know why it shut off. Hope you. It's kind of a. I know you guys were asking me if my garage floor was crooked, but it really isn't. It's mostly that that particular camera doesn't fit any tripod adapter. That screw. There's only 1/4 inch and 3/8, and that one there is neither. So I don't know. All right, let me grab a head here. Being as this is a new block, it doesn't matter which head goes where. Because why? Why? Cause suckers are heavy. It's heavier than I remember it. oh, oh, oh. I know, I hate this engine stand moving around like this. Let me grab this thing by the ports here. Oops. Come on. Come on, baby. There we go. There's one. There's two. Wow. They're in. No, it isn't. It's nowhere near in. That's in. Much better. I know it's not gonna go anywhere. But whew, heavy, heavy, heavy. Not used to that stuff. I'm an old man. Trying to find my goop. A goopty whoop. Alright. I'm a coming now. So, like I say, it's using the thread sealant that I'm supposed to use here that got upon the head bolts because apparently all the head bolts go into water jackets. At least that's what I was told. So I'm gonna believe him. Stuff is definitely gooey, but allegedly it does the trick. Put some on each head bolt before I drop it in here. Make sure I'm not screwing up here. That was okay. Get my short ones in there first, so that or the medium size, so I know that I'm not messing up here. There we go. All right. So anyhow, I've been, I got the bottom end all done. I know I didn't show you me putting the timing chain cover and stuff on, but it's nothing spectacular. It's just straightforward kind of a process with that. So anyhow, there's a few bolts I have to try to find. I know that there's supposed to be I don't know where the bolts are for the oil pump. I don't know where the bolts are for this thing here, this little, I don't know what the heck it is. Oil, kind of like a, I don't know, it's like a oil, I don't know, vapor recovery or vapor recycling. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I know it comes out of the oil and then it goes into here and just, so I don't know. I just don't know. But, yeah, so it's been okay. Like I say, I'm ready for this thing to be done, and I can definitely see that we're getting close. The that's kind of cool. Like I say, I'm getting so tired of this thing. For some people, I guess it's a lot of fun. It used to be fun for me too, I guess, when I was younger, but now it's kind of become work. So I don't know. Here's all the long ones. And now he's got all these shorties to go. So the torque spec on this thing says 60 to 70. So I'm going to go with 65. That seems to make the most sense. It's right in the middle, and it seems like it'll be okay. I know I saw that when TLC Bear 2 did his 350, that after he put, when he compressed the press the gasket down that he had to retorque them. So I'm going to make sure that I do that too. I'm going to torque it a couple of times to make sure that I'm not it's not loosening up or compressing the gasket too much. You know, this is a Felpro gasket set, so I mean I feel really good about what gasket I'm using. But you know, we still want to make sure that everything is torqued down nice and tight. Well, finally the gardeners worked to the other side. Sorry about that racket, but sure saves me a lot of work. I can just sit here and watch him work all day long. So I got the oil pan painted yesterday, and so that thing looks really, really nice. I got, see, what else did I paint yesterday? I painted the harmonic balancer got painted yesterday as well. Yeah, there's a little thing about that last night. You know, I had used the installer tool, and it was so funny because I got the thing in as far as I could, and then I looked behind the harmonic balancer, and I saw that there was still like about 1/4 of an inch that had to go. I mean, so I was cranking down. I had my son-in-law come out and hold the wrench while I was cranking down in it, and so I showed it to a couple of guys online, and he says, "Oh yeah, you got it. You're done." And then I looked at it again. I thought, "Oh yeah, I could see where that would be, because if I had gone any more, I wouldn't be able to see my timing mark." So that was kind of silly. See a light off here. Let me make sure this camera is still working. I don't know what the deal was with that. Hopefully it was recording all along. It may not have been. Who knows? This one's still working though, but the battery's getting kind of low, I can see. Keep an eye on that battery. Yep, now he's at the back there, so anyway, hopefully it's not too noisy so you can't hear me. But I have my speed wrench like Bear does, but I like doing it this way. It feels more like I'm really working. Yep, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull these in, and then what I'm going to actually do, I think, is mount the other head, do the same thing, get the bolts in it, get them ready to go, and then come through and torque them all, because got to make sure I know the pattern, you know, and I think I have it written down here somewhere. But I know it's from the center out, and watching PLC Bear do it on his 350, he makes it look like he just so easy. He knew exactly where he was going, but you know, not me. I don't do enough engines to be able to do that. So that was out. However, yeah, things are coming together finally. Like I said, the end is in sight now. I can actually see feel. Light just went out again. All right, I can feel the I don't know why it's doing that. It's got plenty of battery. It's got a nice card in there. I don't know why it keeps shutting itself off. It's kind of weird. Who knows? That's a Kodak. So the other one over here is Bell and Howell. This is the one. Oh yeah, the red one over here. That's the one. I'm not sure if we'll put anything out of that, because that's the one that had the Godzilla sound. But I'm gonna try a different approach. Last time I downloaded, I did it. There's a USB port on the camera itself, and just slides out. And I tried using that. And this time I'm just going to take the card out and put the card in the card reader and see if it's better. And hopefully that will be the case. Because that sure sounded weird, didn't it? I couldn't even watch myself. I had to listen. I couldn't. Camera went off again. Doggone it. I don't know what's going on with that thing. At least this one here keeps going, even though it's probably making me sound like Godzilla again. Not me like Godzilla, but like the Godzilla movie. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten these down before I check that other camera again and see what's going on. So, yes, coming close, getting close. still have to get the flywheel surfaced. I haven't had that done yet. Ouch. Yeah, this is quite the process. And I've been asked if I'm faking my mistakes and stuff, and trust me, folks, I am not. I am that inept on putting this thing together. So, yeah, no faking here. It's all real stuff. So, yeah, it makes me nuts. All right, those are all down. So let me check this other camera again. Turn it, turn the engine a touch. Okay, well, it's recording again. It's screwy, 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 screwy. Getting the head bolts now here, so that's why you might hear me. You can probably see me in the other camera. I'm not sure. But, anyhow, got them. Got the head bolts. Make sure I don't drop anything down the into one of the lifter holes. That'd be a mess, wouldn't it? So, gonna have to really keep close eye on old Red over here, because that battery's getting right to the last one. So, all right, let me lift up this other piece of lead weight here, this other head. Whew. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I wish that thing would stop, the stand would stop moving. I think, like I said, I think this is the last time that ouch, that this stand is going to see a motor. There's one. There's two. We're in there. Alrighty. So continue. Let's see here. Hopefully you can see. You know, again, it's. Let me get the medium bolts out again. Get those in first. There's one. And there's one. Okay, now it's the easy part. Yeah. It's beautiful weather here again. It's not quite as warm as it is in Oklahoma. I understand it's supposed to be like 80 degrees there, but we're probably going to hit close to 70 today. We were supposed to have some rain come in, but it bypassed us totally. Went to Las Vegas and LA had a bunch, but no, we were kind of left out. We sure need some more rain, though. We're not anywhere near what we need to be. I know I talk about that every time, but that's what the reality is, folks. It's like here, you know, like they said, the reservoirs are looking okay from the rain, but since it's the groundwater, we don't have enough. That lights off again, folks. My goodness, I don't know what it is with that camera. It's never done that before, but then again, I mean, it's me, you know, who knows? Sucker. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know. Have so many different parts they have to load in tonight, because each one's a little piece. Few minutes, few minutes, few minutes. Hopefully this is not going to be too long of a video. You know, once I get these bolts in and I go to torquing them, I'm not going to video me torquing them. I already told you I'm going to torque them too, and yeah, torquing is, you see me torque already, it's, so I'm torqued off. Oh, you get it? I made a pun. Torqued off. Yep. So anyway, we're still having fun on that YouTube Shop Talks channel on Facebook. So again, if you guys have a Facebook page or a YouTube channel, come on over and join us. We have a great time. We kind of kid each other in the evenings and have a good time. It's all kind of friendly fun and a great bunch of guys. So come on over there if you got our YouTube channel. Come on over, share the channel address with us, and check it out. We'll check you out and subscribe to you, and you know, you can subscribe to us, and everybody will be happy, I think. All right. Let me see if that one's off again. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that thing. It's driving me nuts, but then again, it doesn't take much to drive me crazy. So I'll just go ahead and spin these down, and then once I do that, I'll go ahead and give you guys a break from me, and then we'll come back whenever I ready to do the next step. All right. So yeah, we definitely will. We'll be back. Looking good. I like these Pro gaskets. They're a nice set. I mean, I've had some head gaskets that were pretty flimsy. These ones here seem to be pretty robust, and you know, they're those never torque. So once you torque them, you don't have to torque them again, like you used to do in the old days. You used to have to run it a while, then retorque the heads. But now they have never torque, so you can only torque them once and you can go, which is the nice thing. There we go. It's kind of weird. So if the camera shuts off again, that's where that one will end, and if there's anything left on the other one, well, I'll add that in. But I don't know, may not have the opportunity to do that. So depending on how the quality of that one sounds. But anyway, yeah, you've seen me run before. This is all I'm doing is tightening these things down and get ready to torque them. So if that shuts off, which it has, all right, and if that one's still good, I'm not going to bore you with watching me tighten down bolts. All right, so I'll leave that one running until the battery goes out. It's on its last, I see one more little bar of battery, and I'll let that one run its battery course, and then when it shuts off, it'll shut off. I'll replace the batteries in it, try to figure out what's going on with the other one. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Heard Mama Kitty out front today, howling for her boyfriends, or suitors as I call them, and has been Lots of blood in the backyard. Whew, and in the front yard too. The boys are fighting over her. So she's quite the popular lady. You know, she's going to end up pregnant again. And again, you know, where she's not our cat. We're kind of, I don't know how you say, I would say maybe we had, you know, we're kind of like adopting her as our outdoor cat. So, you know, if she gets pregnant again, we'll wait. As soon as she gets done with this one, then we're going to go ahead and have her fixed. So, yeah, I found out that because if we keep her, I mean, if we take her in, this is kind of weird. If we take her into the Humane Society and say she's a feral cat, they will take her and spay her for free. But the kicker is this, that they end up bringing her back and dropping her off in the neighborhood. But if we take her in and say we're going to take her back, then we have to pay $15 to have her fixed. So, you know, I told my wife, I said, let's go ahead and pay the $15 because, you know, this way here we'll know that she's okay and she's getting some food because, you know, what she was a cat from the people across the street, and so the parents kind of died off, and the kids just let the cat go and don't feed it or anything. So she's kind of came over here and adopted us as her surrogate family. So that's kind of nice. You know, as I said, it's sad. But anyway, we're taking good care of her, and even my wife, you know, who's so against any more cats, you know, really likes her now. So she's a sweet kitty cat. You know, I say I let her in the garage, and when it's bad weather, I bring her in. And last time when she had her babies, we brought her in with her babies, and they all kind of hung around, so that was kind of cool. They had a good time in the garage for a night, but boy, they were sure ready to get out the next morning. You know, they're not used to being inside, so and like the babies have never been inside, so that was kind of cool. They had fun, frolicking around, climbing in my car. That's the only thing I was worried about was them getting nestled into that car and not wanting to come out. So when I see Mama in there, I usually kind of coax her out and let her go outside. She comes in here and eats, and that's okay. But once she eats, I want her to go ahead and hit the road. Yes, sirree. Alrighty. It's almost torque time. Just have to find my torque wrench. Is it underneath the oil pan? Yep, underneath the oil pan. Boy, the oil pan turned out nice. Whew. I'm so happy with that. I mean, came in black, and look at this thing. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Couldn't have asked for a better paint job. See, that's the Duplicolor. Duplicolor paint with supposedly has ceramic in it, and that's supposed to be. I guess that's supposed to be good. All right, so now's when I gotta get my sheet here with the. I know I had a sheet with it on there separately from what's in the book. But you know, if worse comes to worse, I'll just go ahead and use the book. I'm not opposed to doing it by the book. All right. Oops. All right, let's see. Here we go. I found it. Oh no, hang on. That's intake manifold. Man, this is one old book. Woo. I had this thing. I bought it in 1972 when it was brand new, and anyway, it's still plugging along. It still works. Gives me what I need. I also have one for the 57 that a friend gave me, which is really kind of cool. It's a motor's manual from 1957. It covers 1957 to 62 or something like that. Really kind of cool. I know, I'm just wasting your time here looking for torque specs. But you know what? Like I said, I was going to shut it off anyway, so this is all bonus footage is actually what you're getting. So you ought to feel like you're really getting a bonus here. This is stuff I wasn't going to show you. I need to pull the speedometer gear out of the transmission. I want to see what gear it is and see if I need to replace it. I ordered an adapter kit because mine is pot metal. I ordered a steel one, which is supposed to be much nicer. You know, I would think here. Oh my goodness, I know, this is driving me nuts too now. Because you got the engine R&R, but then it's showing the pistons, then it goes right into, you know, suspension, so that's kind of weird. I just don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, there it is. It's, no wonder, it's on the specifications page. Like I don't know what's going on with these cameras. It's like little nemesis here. Yeah, these are SBI lifters. Imagine that. I don't know what kind of quality they are. They look nice, you know, for flat hydraulic lifters. Well, see if that cam's worth its. I thought these are supposed to be Elgin, but it's you know what? It's the rocker arms that are Elgin. These lifters are SBI. Hopefully, it's not going to cause any problems with that. What am I talking about? With the cam. So hopefully that'll be okay. There's no rhyme or reason to the position I'm putting these in. I'm just wherever's convenient. Definitely a close tolerance fit here. Close tolerance fit. My wife will be coming out here in a second. Tell me she's going to the store. I just heard her ask my granddaughter if she wanted to go. But anyhow, that one slid right in. That was nice. And I got everything definitely square right to it. Those buggers will fit. I gotta take this little contraption back off here. This whatever that thing is. I know the TLC Bear knows what it is, but yeah, whatever the thing is, I gotta take it off because I gotta get to the lifters behind it. Can't quite fit. I can't quite get to them. This is really something. Wow, Kazawi. Yep, just keep on rolling here. So interesting, that camera seems to be working okay with new batteries. Maybe that was the issue. It says it's very sensitive to the voltages, so if the voltage drops just a touch, even in brand new alkalines, that's it. They'll shut down. So I don't know. I never had that happen before. It's kind of a new snafu, I guess. For me, anyhow. Had that camera quite a while and taken a lot of video with it. been cross country, it's been to Niagara Falls, and it's worked just fine. So I don't understand why it's doing it the way it is now. But who am I to say? I know nothing. Like old Schultz. You know, yesterday was his birthday. I mean, he's gone now, but he died at a very young age, like 63. But yeah, it was his birthday yesterday. Can't remember how old he said he was going to be. He would have been, but anyhow, he would have been old. I think he was born in like 39 or something. I'm not really sure. Oof, that was close. Yeah, what a beautiful day.
Hi, Grandpa.
Hi.
We're going to go to the store and pick up a cake mix. Do you want anything?
Nope. I'm
Do
good.
you want us to get you some lunch?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Grandpa?
What, honey?
What are you working on here?
I'm working on the engine, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be on the camera, you know. You and Grandma both.
Come on, we got to go.
All right, have fun.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Lily, my love. Don't play with that, honey bunch.
Don't play with that, sweet pea. Come on, let's
That'll-
go. Put it down.
Is that Mrs. Grabber?
That's a grabber. Yep.
I think it's Mama's.
It's Mommy's grabber.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye. We'll be back
All right.
soon.
Adios. Yeah, told you. Yeah, she's pretty predictable. So anyway, I hope this is the right screw. I found one screw that I didn't know where it went. And it's got a large flat, like a cone washer on it. I'm assuming that that's what holds this thing down. It's the only one of its kind. It fits just fine. So hopefully that's the right screw. If it's not, that's alright. It'll still work. Anyhow, getting there, getting there. I cannot wait until this baby is all done and out of my hair and into that car. Like I have any hair. I don't have any hair anyway, so it really can't get into my hair, but it can definitely get on my nerves. This engine has been quite the challenge for me. Right from day one. Still can't get that one in yet. Yes, sirree. Lots of white goop. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and while I'm here and just squirt some into the pocket. So we dropping the rods in here. Oops. Just putting a little squirt in each one. Just so that when it starts, it doesn't start dry. Like I said, I'm going to run the oil pump, you know, get things all pumped up anyway, but I want to make sure. So anyway, these are my new push rods. Like I said, I want to make sure that this thing was like brand new. I didn't want to mess with any of the old stuff. I mean, not that I had any trouble at all with that engine. I had zero problems with it, but you know, sometimes it's just best to start fresh. And that's kind of what I'm thinking on this one. So, alrighty, very nice new push rods, all clear. They don't really make that noise. That's me making that, but yep. So once I do this today, and once I get the rocker arms on, and let's see here. We'll get them. I might adjust them today. I'm not really sure. I have the thing. Like I say, I've got number one at top dead center. So if I decide to do it, it's ready to go. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do the, you know, the one where I only have to do it one, just do, you know, one other turn, which is to get 6 at top dead center, and then I can do all of the, you know, valves once that's done. So it's kind of it's nice, and I don't have to crank it so much, you know, without oil. So anyway, that's kind of my plan at this point. I saw online where a guy did that, and it looked like it worked pretty well. So, you know, who am I to say what's right and what's wrong? Because I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. I have no idea what's going on here and what I'm doing. But anyway, you know, thank God for videos and for like people like TLC Bear 2 who helped me, and Shake 73 who's helping me, like with the harmonic balancer. It was so funny. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I had it cranked down, and I thought I was still had to go about a quarter of an inch, but as it turned out, it was fine. And man, I tried cranking on the thing as much as I possibly could and couldn't budge it. So I went to the guys and I said, help. And they said, well, it looks like you got it. And so then I realized that, yeah, if I would have cranked it in any further, I wouldn't have been able to to see the timing marks. So yeah, that's good. I guess I did okay. Tighten this down before I forget, and then get the rocker arms. Doesn't need much. It's not like it's under any pressure, so I'm just gonna use a nut driver, knock it down there. That's fine. All right. Here are the rocker arms. Like I said, I got Elgin. I thought those were the lifters, but I have an Elgin cam. So anyway, hopefully I'm not gonna have a problem with these lifters. If anybody watching this thinks I might have, please let me know before I crank this thing over, because I definitely don't want to screw anything up. And the main thing is I don't ever want to have to do this thing again. So yeah, awesome. Yeah. So what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and put a little bit of lube on the end of the valves here. And rather than put it on the end of the push rods, I'm going to go ahead and put it inside the recess on the rocker arm here. So that when it's in place, it's in place. Put a little bit around on the cone. So anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with doing every one of these, but so anyway, this is my process that I'm going to use here. So you know, it's that's how it's going to work. These are locking nuts, so that's good. And anyway, like I said, I'm not going to bore you guys with the entire load up of the rocker arms. But once I get back to adjusting them, oops, there went that nut. Anyway, when I get back to adjusting them, I'll bring you guys back. All right. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and shut you down.